This is called Skunk River Composting.
So from beginning to end, kind of what does that process look like? Obviously you have all this material that gets placed here, and you have everything from wood chips to manure.
Wood chips, liquid manure, feed ingredients, waste of any kind.
So we get all this material here.
Materials here.
And then where does it go, or what happens next?
And it goes over there in the line, and then we're putting them in these bunkers with air on them at the same time.
When you say bunkers,
They're 25 by 70 bunkers with bales around them, and then they have three. We have 3 of them so far.
Okay. So you move the material from sitting here into these
blend
lines.
it, put liquid water in it, liquid waste, liquid hog manure, chicken litter if it's available to build as a nitrogen source, organic nitrogen source, and moisture, and then turn it for about 2 weeks until it's good and has plenty of moisture in it, and then we move it over to the bunker. And we haul it over there, and then we're going to screen it and applicate it to the land.
And when you screen it, you're just getting out all the
We're taking the big chunks out and any trash.
Perfect.
That's came in from somebody or was blowed in or...
And then you end up with this product over here.
Yep.
And this really just, I mean, this is just resembling dirt.
Yep. It's really looks like dirt.
Feels like dirt.
Smells like dirt. Looks like dirt. And
gotta be dirt.
provides like dirt.
Through the process, what he's doing right now, he's incorporating a little water with it, but it's stirring the windrows, and that's probably 140 degrees right now, and it will drop 20 degrees in just a little short. But what he's doing is adding oxygen to the microbes.
Is incorporating that. And why do the microbes need oxygen in order
They need oxygen to multiply and to build.
Okay.
And it's a microbial process. It needs to go over 131 degrees temperature for 3 days at least for the DNR. And the reason is for that is to kill all the bad pathogens, all the bad bugs. Weed seed is killed in 3 days because there's a lot of weed seed in a lot of this stuff.
So from like start to finish, I know there's like, it seems like there's different steps, like it goes from turn row and then the curing process. What's the beginning to end look like?
About 3 months. And also this pile will shrink about 30 to 40%.
This pile?
So as the time goes on, it will shrink down 30%.
Okay.
So by doing that, you're increasing your nutrient value and lowering your volume. So instead of hauling 10 ton of this to a field, you'd only haul 5 or 6.
So with this compost, you are checking the boxes for all your NP and K.
Yeah, yes, all the time.
In the best way possible. A question I have is, how did you get started with this? Like, how did you and Curtis kind of learn what you did and find out you wanted to do this?
To me, there's so many different products out there that are going to the landfill that we really don't want to see go to the landfill. We want to see them composted because it just made sense for us to try to utilize our own stuff. That and the organic matter of building a soil. Soil health is really important. And our soils are basically going downhill with organic matter over the years. All the tillage and all the
misuse of the land.
That we've depleted a lot of organic matter, and I wanted to raise my organic matter in my last years of farming and see if we couldn't produce something that would help with this.
So you're essentially taking all these different waste products and everything that would end up in a landfill, and you're using it to make this like perfect fertilizer that is some of the best stuff you can be putting on the ground. You and your brother, you both decided to get on this together, or was he the one that you had to convince?
it might have taken a little convincing, but with the prices, fertilizer prices the way they are, any way you can help that out is good.
And you mentioned earlier being able to build up your organic matter from, you had a field that had, what was it, 2%?
When we bought it, it was 2%, and we've increased it up to 4%. They say that isn't possible, but we had soil test that says it did, and it's really come around.
At the end of the day, without our land, you have nothing. And we're building organic matter in the soil, so it holds the soil so much tighter too. If we can build something that makes a good product, that's good for the land, good for society as a whole, not fill our landfills up with stuff that's perfectly good to go back on ground.
Exactly.
I think that'd be the thing to do.